Alright, so we're coming up to Steinbach here. I've made my appropriate radio calls. So I'm going to describe and demonstrate a short field landing for you. I will go into greater detail about the short field landing in a later video, but for now I figured we've got a good wind blowing so we can demonstrate just what a stock 150 can do. Now I'm going to approach, final approach is going to have full flap. Now, however you make your approach, however you adjust your power, put in your flaps in whatever stages is up to you. But I'm pretty comfortable with this airplane, so you might see me in some videos go right to full flap. That's because I'm comfortable with this airplane. But you have to fly it in a way that's comfortable for you and doesn't alarm any passengers or friends you might have along. But as I said, we'll be approaching at max 60 miles an hour. You can't see the airspeed indicators, so I will be calling out my airspeeds. No more than 60, but also no less than 55. We need to maintain a safe amount of energy through this descent. And with full flap 60 miles an hour, you still have enough energy to round out and flare. It's just you have a little more energy than at 55 miles an hour. So your landing will be just a tiny bit longer if you make your final approach at 60 rather than 55. It is gusty today and a little bit bumpy, so maybe I will favor that 60 mile an hour range anyways, just because if I get caught in a gust, I won't lose too much energy and I won't descend too rapidly. Now I'm not going to be aiming right for the threshold to touchdown. I'm actually going to be aiming just a little bit before our first taxiway, and that's because my dad's going to be filming this landing, so maybe we'll get a nice external shot. As part of our pre-landing checks, I'm going to go mixture full rich, and I will now start bringing the power back. There we go. Carbide is hot. I'll be bringing my power back. I'm not going to go below the green arc yet. I know I have the carbide on now. Even though I am in the green arc, you technically don't need it there. But it's just so that I don't forget it later, because I am talking to the camera, I'm focusing on the runway, I'm monitoring my power, I'm monitoring my airspeed, I'm about to put in flaps. So I just have the carbide out early so that I don't forget it later. As it is, I'm going to go 10 degrees flaps. My indicator's right here, you might not be able to see it, but it is there. Verify that the flaps came down, good. That's probably the last verification I'll do on this flight, just because now I'm going to have to watch what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm going to bring in more flaps, 20, 30, 40. Like I said, I usually go right to 40. This is so that I can get my airspeed established first, and then I'm going to monitor my glide path with power. I'm going to adjust my glide path with power. Now right now I'm doing about 58, 60, 58, yeah it is gusty, so we're getting a changing airspeed. So I will hover around that 60 mile an hour mark. I'm not going to go too much faster than that though. Updrafts, downdrafts here on short final. On a gusty day like today, just be prepared for anything. Which I know that doesn't help much. Kind of useless advice, but it's true. Anything can happen. So here I've got a big downdraft. I'm going to have to add power. There we go. Okay, downdraft is gone. Doing 62 here, so I'm going to bring my power back, pitch up, and I'm going to aim the next white line. Power's at idle. I'm flaring. Touching down. And I've stopped in roughly 400 feet. Flaps up, carbide cold, and I'm going to exit onto this taxiway here. Islamic North Zulu Golf Foxtrot's down clear. I think there's snow in that windsock.